Hey guys, so today we're doing another long God rank grind video, and for this season I decided to be a bit adventurous and try with LOE. So we'll get into the team in a second, but before we do that, they did make a few changes to the RP system and how the RP system works in PvP starting this season. They are permanent changes as far as I know until they decide to make other changes in the future. So the first change is the fact that you now gain 200 extra RP for the first win of the day bonus, as opposed to what it used to be. It used to be 100, so they basically just doubled the how much RP you get for the first win of the day bonus. So if you think about it, over the course of a 2-week season, so that's 14 days, you are gaining an additional basically 1,400 extra RP over the previous iteration of the bonus, which is 100 RP. So if you win one match per day for 14 days, you're getting an additional 1,400 RP as compared to when you were only getting 100 per win, right? So that, I think, is going to allow players to more easily boost their way up to higher RP amounts. And then the second change that they made was you actually lose less RP when you lose a match. So I think when you take these two changes and you combine them, it has actually made the God rank grind way easier. Now, I will tell you this right now. I have been God rank all 3 seasons, and now this makes the 4th season that it has been available in PvP. This God rank grind that I did for this season with this LOE team was by far the easiest grind for God rank. It's like not even close. And I think it's mostly in part just due to the fact that they made those 2 RP changes that I just mentioned. And it's not even just the fact that those are the changes that they made. The reason why I think it's way easier is because this snowballed the RP system into way more people being having high RP amounts. And so the average player you're fighting has a much higher RP amount this season than they did in the previous 3 seasons. So every single match you're getting way more RP. They have these boost characters as well, like the green first form Frieza gives you an extra, I believe it's 20% RP per win. So all these different things that are going on with the RP system, it's made it so easy to get God rank. I went in this grinding session that I did, I basically went from rank 66 to rank 70 in like a 2-hour grind session. It was really, really easy. Like, this is, you guys will probably see in this video as we go through the fights here, this grind was way easier. The teams that I fought were not nearly as, I think, good. The players, I think, were, the quality of the player that I fought in this session probably wasn't quite as high as I fought in previous grind sessions, but LOE was able to pull it off for me. So there we go, God rank number 4 Chief. But we're going to go through pretty much this entire video here. Again, I'll do commentary for like the first 20 minutes or so, and then I'll leave the rest up to the gameplay just there for you guys to watch with some BGM in the background. We do have LOE here. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I've used this team many, many times here. I did go ahead and actually use the Pod Frieza, the green one, in pretty much every single match in this video, and he actually did carry his weight pretty well. I mean, again, his role is a sniper. To take out both the ultra blue, not Super Saiyan blue, but the ultra blue Super Gogeta, and the Vegeta side of Goku and Vegeta. And full power Frieza just carries everything else. Like, it's him, and then the purple first form Frieza carrying. I think I actually ended up bringing the red Frieza in like 1 or 2 matches here and there, just because I wanted to change it up a little bit. But this team definitely is very fun. The amount of paralyzed green cards that you can use is a lot, like, makes it really fun, because you just paralyze the enemy, go into full power Frieza, one-shot them with his blue card, and the enemy just like loses from that point forward. I've said this in many different videos before. This team is, okay, Legends, Toshi, I know you guys are watching this. Okay, I know you're listening. Give me the OG full power Frieza Zenkai, and then give me a green reviving character. Boom. Boom. We're done. The tag is saved. If that OG full power Frieza gets a Zenkai, that changes the entire landscape of how this LOE team is built. Because what you can do with that at that point is you can build a yellow-green setup for LOE, which is probably one of the better builds you can make in this game right now. Just it completely counters the meta, right? Yellow to counter the mono purple team, and then a green unit to counter blue Gogeta and the Vegeta side of Goku and Vegeta. Yellow green setup with an endurance OG full power Frieza and a reviving green unit. We are in business, man. LOE would definitely be a force to be reckoned with. And on top of that, just consider the fact that you can do a setup with the yellow green that I just mentioned. So if they Zenkai that OG full power Frieza, he'd be giving a Zenkai buff to both himself and the full power Frieza. And then what I'd probably do is I'd probably throw in the OG final form Frieza, who was a Zenkai, because he'd be Zenkai buffing both the full power Frieza, the LF version, and the OG one. So they'd both be getting double Zenkai buffed. And at that point, you have like a monster yellow-green LOE team getting double Zenkai buffed, and then you could also throw in, Chilled as the HP buffer, and you have like one spot as a flex spot. So that, I think, is the future of this team. If Toshi, Legend, you guys want to go down that path, I will be definitely happy about that. But yeah, pretty much the full team here. This is a pretty long intro. I usually don't go this long, but I just really had to say that because LOE, I mean, come on, we need some buffs, man. Well, let's see it. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into match number 1. Hope you guys enjoy this video. And if you guys are grinding for God rank, this is definitely the season to do it because there's a lot more chances to get it here with how the RP system has changed. Let's go ahead and jump into match number 1. Alright, jumping into match number 1, we're up against a future team here. Good to see it, because full power Frieza nullifies the endurance that future Trunks has, the Sword of Hope Trunks. So if we can get a Rising Rush off with him, we are going to definitely get somebody killed here. Gets off with his yellow Rose. Actually has a lot of HP. 3.1 million is a lot for this character. He actually gets his Vanish back right here, I think, which is very convenient, because he can vanish again right away. I think I actually end up making a few mistakes in this match, if I remember correctly. He does overtap there, so we get a free combo, but it's hard to continue this with all the strikes in my hand, so I try to drop there because he has 2 strike cover changes, but end up not, he ends up not switching, so. I think I just go with the blue here, just because I don't want to risk him cover changing right away, just to get this damage in. Look how much damage that does, it's ridiculous. Like, I'd rather just get that free damage in than risk him potentially cover changing and me just losing the combo. So he starts attacking my Pod Frieza here, which is fine. Remember, Pod Frieza does have the mechanic where once he falls below 75% HP, he does get some buffs and he heals himself up a bit, so I don't mind him taking that damage. The green card from the LF first form Frieza is very, very important as well. You'll see that throughout this video. Just the ability to reduce sub count as well as basically just stun an enemy for a few seconds lets you really be able to set up with full power Frieza for that blue card damage, which just gets out of hand at some point in the match. So I do end up being able to buy some time here with full power Frieza. Now we're back to just trying to snipe him with this blue card. If we can hit him with this blue card, we're going to kill him. So go for the tackle, hit him here. He's definitely going to switch out here back into Rose because the time is up for him to be able to switch back in. And from this point forward, if we get him in one combo in with full power Frieza, we are going to win. And that's exactly what happens here. We get him in one combo full power Frieza. I drop the combo here. He brings Trunks in. And now we just rush because I don't think he can bring in the yellow Rose just yet. So we're going to be able to get this Trunks out of here, assuming he doesn't guess me. And without that Trunks, it's going to be very, very difficult for him to make this comeback. So get Trunks out of here. I still have my main ability with full power Frieza. Always have to keep that in mind. It is an extra vanishing gauge. So that's always good to remember that. He goes back into Rose, and because he catches me with the tackle there, goes with the strike immediately, I can just bring in the first form Frieza to cover change him. Fortunately, I had no green or blue in my hand, which is actually kind of rare. Usually you do have one or the other in there. And he goes for a strike cancel right here, which is good for me because I know he's going to sidestep, so I go for the blast right away and catch him with that. Green Frieza able to put in some good damage even against purple units. Love to see that. And then we're going to end the match with a blue card here on the sidestep. So that's match number 1. Okay, match number 2 up against the Fusion Warriors. Looks like it's also Slash Saiyans. I don't know why Bardock's there, but interesting team composition here. I think he actually does bring Yellow Angel Vegeta, which is a character I've started to see less and less in PvP. It's up with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta here, and it's actually not as good of a matchup as you would think, this purple Frieza versus Gogeta, just because this Gogeta is immune to being stunned, so he's not affected by this Frieza's green card, or the green one either. So he's actually a pretty annoying unit to fight with LOE, as he is with many other teams as well. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is a beast. End up getting the PV there, and we can set up some crazy stuff with the Paralyze there. I float up with full power Frieza there, hoping I would draw a blue card where that blast card was drawn, because if I did, I would just use it right away, but I didn't draw a blue card, so we just had to continue the combo normally. He goes for a strike there. I just got really unlucky because I floated up thinking maybe he'd go for something else, but then I just used the blue card right away. So we take a little bit of damage there with the full power Frieza, but it's fine because this Frieza is going to be able to completely wall off Gogeta. Obviously, the unit I'm worried about the most is going to be the Ultra Gogeta, so if we can get him out of the way early, that would be ideal. We do end up catching him in a combo here, but there's no way he doesn't bring in, yeah, the Angel Vegeta right there. But he's dead because he can't switch, and I could just stun him and go for the. I don't even have to stun him actually. I could save the green card, just go for the blue right here. So he's dead. Then we also have a rush available. Obviously, again, want to make the. I guess take a chance to use this against Ultra Gogeta. But he goes for the mid-range strike there, so I'm like, all right, whatever. I might as well just rush anyway. It's pretty much a free kill on this Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta here, so get him out of the way, and then we just have Ultra Gogeta to deal with. He does guess my rush, though, unfortunately. We were actually in a really good spot, though, even if my rush didn't get guessed, though, because even though Gogeta would have locked me in, I would have been able to have 2 vanishes with my main ability there. So this is a dire misplay by me, by the way. I kind of wanted to see if we'd be able to kill this Gogeta with the ultimate by itself, which is a lot to ask because he's at like almost full health. What I should have done is I should have just jammed in that blast card first before I clicked the ult, but just barely. I think if we would have used the blast, there's actually a chance we probably could have just killed him, but oh well. Another mid-range strike there, which is whatever. Green Frieza can do a good job of walling this off. This is definitely a misplay as well. I probably should have just went into the Green Frieza instead of this guy. It's not worth the risk to see if maybe he would go for a blast instead. I would have probably lost a unit right there. But he goes for a tackle there, and so we're going to end that match and move on to the next one. Okay, match number 3, Mono Purple, everyone's favorite team to fight. Here we go. Full Power Frieza about to have a field day here. And then again, you know, we have the Sniper Green Frieza to try and deal with the Vegeta side of Goku and Vegeta. So he stops time there. I go for the sidestep, obviously. Him not striking there tells me he has no strikes in his hand, so I'm going to wait for him to sidestep like that, catch him with the blue. There's a green. Now this green card, not this one specifically, but the green card in this match is going to become very, very important because look at the HP on Goku and Vegeta right here. He lets him get so low to the point where if we can catch that unit in a green card with either the green Frieza or the purple Frieza, we can switch into either this Frieza to use a blue card, or we can just main ability with the purple first form Frieza and kill him with an ultimate, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I'm going to try and aim for that for the rest of the match. My goal for this match is to try and trick him into blasting me from long range so that I can go into that purple Frieza whenever I draw a green card here and use that to kill him. So let's see if I can draw a green card here. So he goes into Vegeta, uses his main ability. I think I'm actually late on this here. Yeah, I messed that up. That was completely my fault. Vegeta doing pretty bad damage because I don't like this Vegeta at all. I don't know why people use him. Goku Vegeta back in. He catches me on the side step there. Now, I believe what happened here was he goes for the blue card because he actually drew the ultimate when he didn't have a spot in his hand to fill it up with. Otherwise, he would have just used the ult right there, and I'm pretty sure he would have killed me. So, Vegeta drawing a card actually was bad in that situation for him. Goes back into Vegeta. I'm just trying to get that green card. I'm trying to get one more. I catch him. Oh, actually, no, I don't catch him with that. I was like a millisecond too late with that. Come on, give me a green. Give me a green. Give me a green. There we go. So I go into Frieza right here, the first form Frieza right here, trying to see if maybe he would go for a blast. He does, and I get him right away, and he's dead. Instantly, the match is over. Instantly, the match is over. He cannot come back from this. So once you get this unit to like half health or so, and you catch him in a green card, you can go into this Frieza, use his ult, or you can go into the Pod Frieza, use his main, and blue card them, and they're dead. That's the real way that this LOE team deals with Goku and Vegeta. And the unit that makes that possible before you're able to finish them off like that is Full Power Frieza. If you get like 1 or 2 cards in with him against Goku and Vegeta, like they're dead unless they heal up, which they obviously can do. But all right, so we're gonna go back into Green Frieza. I don't even think have I even brought this Frieza in once this match. I think I just go for the rush here. Yeah, it makes the most sense. I don't want Vegeta coming back in and then just destroying my Dragon Ball before I can get it off. So I'd rather just get the rush off now while I still can. So this Vegeta is dead. Obviously going to go right back into Purple Frieza after this because I have just vanished right away on him. I think I already used this vanish on this Green Frieza. Yeah, I did. So let's go back into the Purple Frieza, vanish whatever he does right away here. Just for a blast. Okay. And then from this point forward, we can just go for the LF on Full Power Frieza, and the match is over. So this was match number 3. Went literally right as exactly as I planned it. So that was pretty good. Let's go into match number 4. Right up against Mono Purple, pretty rare team here. Same old song and dance, just have full power Frieza pretty much the soul of the team. I think I actually do opt to bring Red Frieza for this one, just to change it up a little bit. Honestly, probably not a great idea, but he's not a bad unit. It's just, I feel like the Green Frieza is probably just more effective here. But alright, so I'm just trying to gauge what kind of player he is. He does go for the mid-range strike there, so I mean, that works for me. Vegeta's coming in here, and now we can just go for the strikes here. I'm probably going to try and get my Vanish back here, which is why I'm sidestepping like a lot like this. I'm actually really surprised he decided to bring in the Goku and Vegeta there. That's why I went for my my blast there instead. Get my Vanish back here in time, wait for him to sidestep, and then I use my green cards. If he goes for a strike card right away there, or anything else, honestly, we can just catch him. That's exactly what we did. So we can continue trying to get our Vanish back here. He doesn't have any blast cover change characters, so we can just, you know, pluck away at our cards, get our Dragon Balls that appear in our hand. Pretty much just take this match slow, I guess. Try and get our Vanish back here, which we are about to. Hopefully he doesn't launch that blue card right away, and he does not, so we can Vanish that. And I believe I go out to the purple Frieza here. Waiting for him to do something. He goes for the blue right away. Going to the red Frieza here, and here is the dilemma. Do I rush, do I blue card, do I green card? I go for the green card right away. Honestly, probably should have just rushed. Looking back at this match, I think I probably would have just rushed if I was, you know, could do that over again. But he goes into Vegito. I'm hoping he either gets paralyzed or something, but he actually goes right away with the blast there. I was not ready for that to happen so quickly. And I was kind of hoping he would get paralyzed with Vegito, but he does not. Goes into Goku and Vegeta, and this is the scary part, because he actually does a good job dropping the combo right there. And I'm seeing, okay, if he wants to drop the combo again, I'm just going to rush him, but he does not drop again. So Vegeta's going off here. He does drop right there, though, so he's lucky I didn't go for the Rising Rush. Go for a jump here. And from this point forward, Red Frieza actually does look pretty good. I have the ultimate in my hand, but I'm going to just opt to just go back into Yellow Frieza and just blow his team out of the water with these blue cards. Look how much this blue card does to type disadvantage. Look at this. That's type disadvantage. Crazy. Okay, so from this point, we just go for the ult here. Get our Vanish back, and both this Vegeta and the Vegito are both going to die. Like, no matter who he switches into here. So he switches into Vegeta, which is fine, and then it's going to be very, very difficult for this Goku and Vegeta to come back from this point. So that is pretty much going to wrap up this one here. What does he do here? Just get PV'd or something? No, he goes for mid-range strike again. Okay, that was, yeah. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, sagas from the movies here. Green Broly, not really a character you see too often, but he's really, really good actually. So nice to see somebody actually using the Green Broly here. I expect Ultra Gogeta Broly and then Goku Vegeta. It's a very fun, fun team to play against. Not really. Ultra Gogeta is so ridiculous. All right, so he goes for a blast right away here. He goes for the jump right away, which tells me he's just going to do that pretty much for the whole match. So we know to play around that. Should go immediately. Goes into Broly, we can just chuck this blue card at him, see how much it does. That's a lot of half his HP instantly gone. Goes for the float up there, goes for the blue. Okay, that's fine. Get a green card in my hand. I go for the single tap there. I don't finish the tap because with him not having his Vanish, it's like a pretty much guaranteed land when you use that green card like that. Unless he also taps you after the after I was done tapping, it's always going to land like that. Because even if he switches characters, he doesn't have enough time to vanish the green card. Alright, so let's see here. What does he do? Tackle. Go for taps again here. I guess I just switched, right? Yeah, to you. He goes for a mid-range strike. So him going for a mid-range strike there probably tells me that if you do it once, they're probably going to do it like 3 or 4 times throughout the course of the match. So from this point forward, I'm going to be very wary of mid-range strikes. Because people who mid-range strike, again, they don't just do it once, they do it a lot. Unfortunately, not able to switch here, but honestly, thinking about the team that I'm fighting, I probably would have chosen to just get rid of this purple Frieza anyway if I had the choice. So, I mean, it's not ideal that I'm losing a unit, but if I had to choose one of the units on my team to get rid of, I'd probably choose this Frieza against this team build that I'm fighting here, so... Goodbye, Purple Frieza. I think Full Power is coming in here, and we're fighting against Gogeta. So I don't want to just recklessly throw out a blast in case he has a strike or something like that. So I'm just trying to see what he does here. Goes for, again, a mid-range strike. Are you surprised? I'd wait for him to jump before using my green card, because he's probably going to go for a strike right away, which he does. Go for the strike, obviously, because he can't cover change that. And we almost have our Vanish back, so I'm just going to try and build it up here as we combo. I also want to get my Rising Rush, so we're going to go ahead and click that strike here. And he switches right in time, now we can just rush. I think Broly's probably coming back in here, right? Yeah. So if we can get this Broly out of here, it'd be pretty nice. Broly just does a lot of damage, so I'd rather just get him out as soon as possible. Ends up guessing my rush, and now he's going to main ability to heal back up, so it's just a really big pain in the ass. There he goes. I think I go up preemptively to chap him before he uses his main, but I end up actually getting the blast armor off, and he's dead now, because we can switch into this freeze and get some keybacks to connect the blast. Now this is a really bad spot. I have to buy 8 counts with this Frieza against Goku and Vegeta. I'm so confident that I pressed that strike in time, but it did not go off. That time we got it. And here's where things get fun. You guys know what's happening here. The only thing with this is Gogeta actually does go type neutral, so this is not one-shot him. That is damage against type neutral. If we had hit him with obviously type advantage, we would have killed him in one hit, but if we can get one combo started here with either this Pod Frieza or Full Power Frieza, we are going to win the game. So, and we did. So, game's probably over here. Gonna go back into you, press that, and then somebody's dead here. So we're gonna go ahead with the blue card. The blue card's gonna kill either Gogeta or Goku and Vegeta, depending on who he wants to just throw away here. He chooses Goku and Vegeta. We have 2 vanishes here, so he's gonna lock us in, but not a huge deal. Press this, he sidesteps, and that's the end of this match. Alright, I think we'll make this the final match with commentary. But yeah, this was a fun one. You guys will, you guys are gonna like this one. I'm not even gonna say anything for like the first like 4 or 5 seconds of the match. Just watch. Boom, match is over. Oh my god. I'm actually gonna give this guy props for not forfeiting after that. If I was him, I would probably just leave the match. I might just be like, alright, I'm done for the day, man. But yeah, that's the power of Full Power Freeze. If you get in the right spot, and that's what I was saying earlier with the Purple Frieza's green card, is if you get in the right position with Purple Frieza, the fact that that green card reduces sub count for Full Power Frieza means you can switch into him, and if you have a blue card in your hand, which again, there's a chance you do because you have 2 in your deck, you can just incinerate people. And another option too is you could go into this Pod Frieza, use your main to force draw a blue card, and then after that go into Full Power Frieza and use that. I've done that a few times as well. It's probably a few matches in the rest of this video that I've done that in. But I mean, this guy really didn't have a chance after that. I was kind of hoping and being greedy that this would one-shot the Gogeta, but he is type neutral, so that's why I did not. End up going for the rush here to get him out of there. I just was like, alright, whatever. This match is, I don't want to stick around anymore, so this match is over. But yeah, I mean, there's some instances where LOE can look really, really good, but on the flip side of things, they get hit with like one combo by this Ultra Gogeta, and you're going to lose a character in a lot of instances. So there's an upside and downside to this team. Again, hoping that, you know, a few tweaks, again, OG Full Power Frieza could fix things, along with potential revival character. Both those things together would actually propel this team to like unparalleled heights, maybe. We'll see. But this is going to LF Gohan. Again, this is going to be the end of the commentary in this video, but we still have like 40 minutes left of gameplay that I'll put in some background music to make things a little bit more lively. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video, and if you're grinding the God rank, good luck, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.
じわとなぶり殺しにしてカット生物がトークンやとゴミねおお
差し上げます。宇宙の塵になるがいい。地に這いつくばるその姿、よくお似合いですね。サイヤ人は一匹たりとも生かしてはおきませんよ。絶対に許さんぞ。かかったね。
なの力を俺に貸してくれ。
タッカー待て終わらせる。
やあ
エクソーとくらえじゃあととは他にしやがれ。だっいなすかはあいなすかはあですよ。バカなサイヤ人は一体とも生かしてはおきませんよ。と絶対に許さんぞ。もう息が切れたのか。バカな。これで決着だ。覚悟しろ。ご逃げ。負けるか。虫けらだ。身の程を知れ、関東生物め。無謀なこと、この私に反逆するとは。 私の敵ではないのです。
フュージョン。
サイヤ人は一匹たりとも生かしてはと爆弾。絶対に許さんぞ。綺麗な花火ですよ。とかかったね。俺が止まるかいなすか。貴様ごとこのフリーザに勝てるわけがない。サイヤ人は一匹たりとも生かしてやる。
に乗るなよ。
やる。 息が切れたのか？
ありえない。俺が守ってみせる。みんなの願いをこの一撃に込める。
絶対に許さんぞ。綺麗な花火ですよ。貴様見とき、このフリーダに勝てるわけがない。無謀なこと。
そろそろ終わらせてやるぜ。俺が止まるか。虫けらだ。目障りだ。仮想生物だ。絶対に許さんぞ。仮想生物が。綺麗な花火ですよ。サイヤ人は一匹たりと追いかして 絶対に許さんぞ。いなすか。はあ。
この程度で俺が止まるかと
虫けらだ。
仕方ないですね。
絶対に許さんぞ。
所詮私の敵ではないのです。サイヤ人は一匹たりとも生かしてはおきませんよ。
かかったね。いなすか。はあ。
ストーン
これどうした？調子に乗るなよ。
絶対に許さんぞ。
のほどを知れ下等生物め。サイヤ人は一匹たりとも生かし絶対に許さんぞ。俺が止まるか。恐怖のショーを始めようか。所詮私の敵ではないのです。サイヤ人は一匹たりとも生かしては目障りだ。いなすか。絶対に許さんぞ。ゴミめ。なんだこりゃ。絶対に許さんぞ。綺麗な花火ですよ。無謀なこと。よっ
かな。そろそろ終わらせてやるぜ。いや、するのは貴様の方だ。ほれほれ、悪の生物が。いや、稲塚。はあ。身の程を知れ、下等生物め。